So if you've seen the first few videos, I talk about backwards planning. I start with the learning map, I unpack the standards, write my success criteria and my learning intentions, and now I am planning my assessments. As you can see here, it's a very fancy and arduous process. I use Sharpies and a white piece of paper just to list out my learning targets, and I'm going to be checking out the success criteria to see what I'm going to need the kids to be able to do by the end of each learning target. Once I write out the learning targets, the next thing I do is I list how many formative assessments I will need. So I call them FQCs or formative quick checks. So as you notice here, I'm writing down the amount of formative quick checks I will need for each one. The reason why I leave some space is because I'm going to go in and fill in the skills or at least list the success criteria or the numbers so I know what I need to assess as I go along. Also, make sure you are paying attention to the summative because that is a major test at the end that will assess all three learning targets. As I mentioned in the first video, this is the first time in 25 years I'm using a textbook to help myself plan. And so I'm trying to familiarize myself with the exit tickets, with the quizzes, any type of assessments that you see. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'll look through to see what the assessments look like and align them with my success criteria. If they're aligned, I will use them. If not, I will look for other problems in the textbook that may be more closely aligned to the success criteria I'm working on at that time and need to assess. So next I go back to my success criteria to determine which of the success criteria I'm covering for learning target number 1, learning target number 2, and then lastly, as you see, learning target number 3. That way I can tailor my assessments to the success criteria which are based on the standards. So just to recap, after I am done writing my learning map, unpacking the standards, writing my success criteria and learning intentions, I then go to plan my assessments. This is far before I ever create activities or write lesson plans. So because I'm using a book for the first time in 25 years, I'm looking to see what assessment tools they have already prepared for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare them to the success criteria and the standards and see if anything needs to be modified. My goal this year of learning how to use a textbook is so that not only I can have fidelity to my district, but really I feel I need to grow in challenging the students and making more rigorous units. And so my hope is I can look at these units, these summative assessments, and other assessments, as well as the practice problems and discussion questions to see if I can help my students go deeper, not just wider. God knows